You're entitled to get suitable accommodation that takes into account your specific needs, a place to live near family, work or education, and not in unsuitable bed and breakfast, hostel accommodation, or an area you don't feel safe.
What do you think would be the best part though, about having your own place?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. That'd just be I don't know, at 18, because my friends who are 18, don't even have live on their own. They still live with their parents and stuff, but it'd just be weird, living on my own. It's weird. It's quite scary to think of that, actually.
When I was 17, I ended up applying through Career Aftercare to live in supported accommodation, and I'd done that for about 6 months. It was good because it was a stepping stone, because if I just went from foster care straight into normal housing, I reckon it would have been a lot harder, because there's obviously things that you needed to learn about, like budgeting and cooking and kind of looking after your own stuff, really.
How did you feel when you were 16 and you left?
I felt like I was myself. I felt I was a bit free, liberated, but then I felt also lost because I didn't know what to do. I always had someone looking after me or helping me, and it was pretty difficult.
How did you feel when you first moved into your flat?
I was a mess. Couldn't stop crying. I was terrified. But it was exciting at the same time, but it was more scary rather than exciting.
Why was it scary?
I don't know. I was in here for 3 years, and there's always so many people in the house, and going from so many people in the house to just me, it was scary.
How does it feel to have your own place?
It feels good, but it's hard work.
You kind of miss home. You don't really realise how much easier it is when you live at home. You'd come in from school, you'd have your tea for you at 5 o'clock. You can get up in the morning, you'd have your breakfast there. It's free. It's easy.
You're entitled to financial support during the transition from care to independence. This may include a grant to help you set up your new home.
So when you moved in here, was it furnished or did you have to furnish it?
Oh, it was unfurnished.
It was unfurnished?
Yeah. I was lucky enough to have a housing starter kit, pretty much. They assigned someone to help me shop for goods like plates, knives, toaster, pots, pans, cooker, washing machine, microwave, everything.
How did you feel on that first night?
First night I wasn't really too happy, and I would have had much. All I had was my bed, my cooker and stuff, but a little bit of chairs or anything. I did actually get a sun lounger off my through-care worker.
You get a lot of money to furnish your house and buy all your essentials and stuff like that you need. And it depends on your circumstance, because I'm still at college, my rent gets paid for me. And but I have to pay everything else myself, buy my own food and stuff like that, and my own clothes and all that.
When I wasn't getting paid from the college, or if it was some holidays, I was getting pretty much, if you were on benefits, it was £55 a week that I used to get from the social work. I used to put it into my bank every Thursday. And now, well, if I properly go to college full time, then I should be getting my bursary, which is £75 a week.
Where's my income come from? I get a college bursary, which is £281 a month, which it's better than what I was getting. I was signed on at Job Centre, which is £50 a week, so it's better.
How do you afford to live?
It's benefits. That's why I'm dying to get a job, because I couldn't live off benefits. So it's hard work being a single parent and trying to live off benefits as well, so really hard work.
How do you manage your money? Is there any sort of techniques you use or things you've learned, or do you not manage your money? How do you find it?
Well, when I worked in a job for 3 years and then I got sacked from it, and then I found it a bit harder, obviously, because you had so much more money compared to getting so much little from council and stuff. So I managed by just paying off, buying everything I had to be essential first, like gas, electric, food for the week, and made sure I had everything stocked up, and then whatever I have left, I can go out, maybe go to a cinema, and that's all you can really do with £50 a week.
What does the term independent living mean to you?
Staying on my own, paying bills on my own without any help, bringing in money on my own, putting food on the table, looking after a house on my own, looking after myself without any help, not having support around me as much as what you did when you were in care, not having somebody there 24/7.
Being able to do everything on your own, not being able to rely on other people, just independent basically, just being able to do things yourself and stuff like that.
It means quite a lot. It's like, if you're independent, you can do stuff for yourself. You don't need to depend on a lot of people, maybe for some stuff, but so it's good to have a bit of independence. You can say, oh, I done that myself, I didn't need help. It's quite a good feeling, you've done it yourself.
What advice would you give to someone who's about to go through the transition into their own place? What advice would you give me?
Work out where your supports are, so you know if you're struggling, or if you need help, or even if you just need somebody to talk to, you know where to go.
Take the support when you've got it. If you've got the chance, take it. I mean, although we're talking about leaving care, through care and the pathways is very good, because you get that stability for furniture and help to find your own accommodation. And I suppose it's a bit about, it's not going to cost you anything because you're entitled to it, and if you're entitled to it, then take it.
Number one, I'd say, would be don't rush it. Take your time and make sure you've got someone there to help you, even if it's just friends, family, or some sort of support from an organisation. It's not good. I'd say if you went through it alone, totally alone, then it'd be hard.
I would just tell you to interact with as many services as possible, because it's the only way you're going to move on in life. If you just put your hand up and say, nah, I'm not interacting, then you're just putting a blocker on for the future.
Okay, so tell me what you know about what's going to happen when it's time for you to leave.
Well, the through care after thing that my social worker was telling me about was she just said took a year for to sort housing and stuff. So, yeah. But I was my plan was to stay until I was 18, the summer when I finished school, and then look at moving into my own place. So housing would be sorted by then. But I wouldn't want to live in my own place and still be going to school. So yeah. That's next year in the summer. That's really weird. A year's nothing, that'll fly past.
So when do you think you're going to move on and sort of move into your own place?
Well, it depends how long it takes. Hopefully the end of this year or the start of next year.
You'll move into your own place?
Well, hopefully. That's what I'm planning to do.
And how old will you be when you move?
17 or 18.
How does it feel to have your own place?
It feels good, but it's hard work. Really hard work. Especially in 19-year-old lassie. It's really hard work.
Thinking back now, I don't know if I regret leaving, but in a way I kind of do, but in a way I don't, because I like kind of the freedom and the space that I have now. But I don't like the fact, it's not that I don't like it, it was a lot easier, because now you kind of need to think, oh, I'm going to need to buy something for tea and breakfast and meals throughout the day, and I need money for electric, I need money for gas, I need money for if you've got any debt or everything. It's just kind of a bit overwhelming and you don't think about things like that.
At the start it was a wee bit scared, but it's fine now. I like it. I like having my own place.
Remember that it's always your decision, and it's always down to you what you want to do.
I would just like to say to interact with all the services there, find out your rights and hopefully take the right path and progress through your life at your own stage.
Just start living my own life and doing what I want to do. Can't wait.
Leaving care is your decision and should be done at your pace. You should know what your rights are, what to expect and what you're entitled to.